Hi y'all, this is Annie B and welcome back to my channel. However, if this is your first time to my channel, thank you for watching and please consider subscribing for upcoming videos. I would like to thank all of my new subscribers and to say welcome back to you as well. And thank you so much for helping to grow my YouTube channel. I'm really enjoying this. I'm retired now and I have all of this time and I am really doing whatever I want to do. So we are going to get started and I am going to share with you some finished jewelry that I made from my drum roll from my curated bead box. And the theme for the month of May, and this is the May finished jewelry, and the theme is sea and sky. And I think I did a pretty good job of pulling out those two elements in this month box. Now, I received my box on the 26th of each month. It's always the last of the month. So after mulling over, some ideas, and I am going to show you now some of the things I made. But the curated bead box itself this is a monthly subscription, and it contains glass beads. But what mostly important to me, if you are a newbie, it contains a finder starter kit. And in that finder starter kit, along with the beads, you have everything you need with the exception of the tools to start out on making some very beautiful pieces. What you're looking at now are the items that I had left over from the May box of the curated bead box. I didn't use any of the seed beads, and I had some faceted beads left over, and they're all related to the theme, which is the sea and sky, which you got a lot of little blues and everything. And we have some charms. I really like these charms. I probably will go on the site and see if I can get me some more. I'll put this on my list when I get ready to order some, because they're double-sided, and when you have a double-sided charm, that's always a good thing. So I'm going to get those, and these are the electroplated beads. I've gotten these previously, and I don't think I did anything with them. This is my first time using them, and it turned out quite nice on the pieces that I made with it, and I'm going to show it to you in just a sec. So we're going to get started on the items that I made. Okay, what you're looking at is necklace number 1, and I call this my whimsical piece. And this piece is more or less related to the sea version of the theme. As you can see, this is a lampwork bead that I had in my stash. At first, I didn't know what to do with it, but see, it comes around, and this works really nice with this piece. And I had some little blue starfish in my stash. I created a bell, and from the box I used the 6mm lapis style glass bead. I used the 8mm, a couple of the white faceted beads, and again I used some more of my little starfish that I had in my stash. I use a textured chain, and I use a bell from my stash to create this dangle, to connect the dangle to the necklace. And I always use closed jump ring, and I use a lobster clasp. I use the lobster clasp in all of my beads for this month box. And what I did was use some small silver spacer here. And the reason I use the small silver spacer is that the lampwork bead, they are very irregular with their holes, and this turned out very nice because that little small spacer bead, it fits jam up into that hole, and it looks nice. This is necklace number 1. This is necklace number 2. And again, this is more on the C portion of the theme for this month. I use the 8mm turquoise gray marble style beads. They have little specks of gray in them. And I use some small little, we had gotten these little rondelle beads, the little shiny ones here, in one of our subscription ones before. I can't remember which one. And I used them in this piece to bring out that shine and pop to this piece here. And I used these little spacer bars that I had, and I used some double-sided clamshell, and I made this little piece here. And I had some connectors. These are 3-hole connectors, and I connected my texture chain to this double strand, and I use a lobster clasp, as I stated earlier, and I made this seagoing necklace here. This is necklace number 2. This is necklace number 3. I should really call this my trouble necklace, because I actually broke this necklace down 3 different times. It was because I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. For this necklace, I used the 6mm light turquoise crackle beads that was included in this month box. And I also had some small little silver spacer. They are 2-hole spacers that I had. And my trouble with the necklace was that I didn't pay attention to what I was doing. Because when you're using directional spacers, you want to be careful with how you put them in, unless you just want to throw them in there any kind of way. But I wanted a pattern. But I had these little silver spacer going all kinds of way. And I also have 2 seed beads in the middle of each one of them. And the trouble begins with those. I was using 2 seed beads, 1 seed bead, 3 seed beads, and 4 seed beads. I don't know what I was thinking, but this was a troublesome piece to make. So this turned out to be very nice. And instead of using the chain, I used some 11-0 clear seed beads. And they look kind of white and sparkly. And I made a dangle, and I used some the lobster clasp for this piece here. So this is trouble bracelet. This is bracelet, not bracelet. See, I can't even call it by its proper name. This is necklace number 3. And that ended the 3 brace necklace that I made. I have made, just to give you a little hint, I've made this video more than 5 different times. So I'm not going to redo anything, and I'm sorry, I'm tired. So this is necklace number 3, and now we'll move on to the bracelets. This is bracelet number 1. What you're looking at is a stretch bracelet, and this bracelet was made as a set. So this goes with necklace number 1, and as you can see, I again use that big lintwork bead, and this is also related to the C. And I use the silver beads to block that large hole, and I use again those 6mm lapis style beads, and I use the white faceted glass beads. And for my stash, of course, I used some stretch magic that I had and some silver spacers to make this particular bracelet to go with this necklace. So this is bracelet number 1. This is bracelet number 2, and this is a memory wire bracelet, of course. And for this piece, I used the 6mm silver shine abstract glass bead that was included in the packet this month. And for my stash, I use some large silver round metal beads. Now, I just used 2 of those because I kind of used them like a closure on my memory wire, because I don't want that open hole on the memory wire to show, and it gives it a nice finish. And I also had some silver shells in my stash, and they again is double-sided as well. These shells are pretty. I need to find out where I got them from, because I would love to have some more of them. And I also use some silver curved spacers that I had in my stash, and I created this pattern. And this is a 3-strand memory wire bracelet, and this is pretty, and this is also part of the sea theme for this month box, and this turned out very nice. This is a very light and airy bracelet, and it is so cute. This is bracelet number 3, and this is my can you guess what I named this? Sure you can. This is my dolphin bracelet. And for this bracelet, I use some I use some gold findings for this. And this piece is related more toward the sky. I use some of the this looked like more like the blue clouds, and it has little gold specks in it as well. And I wire wrapped each one of these little beads, created a separate component, giving it that, you know, free movement of the bracelet. And you also have the dolphins. So this is the sky and the sea. This is the theme of this month subscription box, and this is very nice. Now I also made a matching pair of dolphin earrings to go with this. The only thing I hate about this is that they are not double-sided. As you can see, it's just a incomplete back in the back there, but these turn out to be very nice. And this right here is a lovely set. This is my dolphin bracelet and earring set. This is bracelet number 4. Now for bracelet number 4, I did not use the traditional bead and wire. I didn't use the bead and wire for this piece. I did originally, but I decided to try something different. And I remember that when I first started making jewelry, I used some I saw a video and they used some the bead and wire, and I used some 20 gauge uh, silver artisan wire, and I used the electroplated beads. I told you I think I'm falling in love with those, and I used some bead caps, and I use a hook and eye clasp for this particular set. So I don't like to pull it back and forth because this is wire, and I don't want to soften the wire because I don't want this piece to break. This is a delicate piece, but it is so nice. And I also made a pair of earrings using those electroplated blue beads, and these are so nice. This is a very simple and basic set, and I think I'm going to keep this for myself because this is so cute. So this right here is number 4. Again, I made this is bracelet number 5, and again, this is a stretch bracelet. And I just was putting the beads up, and I said, let me try and make another bracelet out of the beads, because this is supposed to be the 10mm dark blue crackle beads. This is not a dark blue. Well, not in my book. I've seen what dark blue look like, and this doesn't look like a crackle bead. I actually went outside and stood in the sun, and it even looked like a purple color in the sun. And I used some silver spacer beads that I had. They got the little sparkly silver spacer, and I used one of the double-sided little fish that came in the box. So this is number 5, and that ended all the pieces that I made from this month box. And I want to say again, thank you so much for being with me today, and please don't be a stranger, and please subscribe to my station. I am really loving YouTube because, you know, I'm retired now and I have all of this available time, and it doesn't help that we are under a shelter in place, but I think the shelter in place ended this week, but for some reason, my husband still wants a shelter in place. But I am truly enjoying this. I'm doing so many other things. And, but yeah, I want you to come back, please, and visit me again. And please don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave me a comment, or even send me an email. I got all that information in the description part of the box. But as always, hang on just a sec. I'm going to give you some still shots of the jewelry, and I think you're going to love it. All right, now, y'all take care, and you be safe. Bye-bye.